and there are a lot of studies saying how many women are leaving their jobs in STEM because of the situation, because of the relationship in the culture in the companies, okay? And this we have a very big topic, because if this is visible for our young girls, I tell you it will be even worse. The number of girls studying STEM, okay? And if we allow this bad culture against women, no? In our companies, then we will never have good reference for our young girls. We will never have positions of leading positions in order to take decisions, for example, about artificial intelligence. Okay?
Willkommen zum neuen Podcast Women in Tech Wisdom von David Caselow. Es erwarten euch Real Talk und Inspiration mit spannenden Frauen aus der IT- und Tech-Branche über ihren Werdegang, Vorbilder und alles, was sie Mädchen und jungen Frauen mitgeben wollen, damit sich noch mehr Mädchen und Frauen für MINT-Berufe entscheiden. Hört rein und abonniert den Kanal.
So, hello dear listeners. Today I have Patricia with me. So Patricia is a very experienced SAP expert and project manager, and she is very active in the female empowerment and women in tech scene. I'm very happy to have you here. Hello Patricia, please have some words from you.
So thank you very much for the opportunity. So yes, you are right. No, I am a woman in tech. Unfortunately, we are not so many, but I hope that with this podcast, we are managing that much more are coming. So in my background, so I have a PhD in mathematics, and then later I started at SAP, at the beginning as a developer and later as a consultant. And for a long time, I was really involved in topics as project management in SAP. And after a while, I left SAP, and then I am working currently as a freelance already for 10 years. And as you said, I am also very involved in motivating young girls on STEM topics as a volunteer. And I also started, and I am the founder of FemPowerXChange. That is a platform that provides a program in order to empower women, not only in project management or in SAP or in tech, but in everything. Okay, and this is where I am putting a lot of energy as well and passion.
That's very interesting. We will come back to that as soon as possible. So, it seems very clear that, like mathematics, IT, SAP, seems very clear your past. But how did it start? When you were young, was it your interest into STEM fields already when you were younger, or did you have any mentors or idols, or how did it start with you?
So, okay, as a small kid, I didn't have any idea about the STEM. This is a name that is really new, okay? So I was just in the school, and I really liked mathematics, okay? So I was very good in math. And I had somehow the luck that I had a neighbor that she was studying mathematics in the university. And for me, it was like a surprise, no? Okay, I didn't have any idea that in the university you can study something like math, okay? And then for me, it was like the clear path, no? So this is what I would like to be when I am older. I was really, really young, so maybe I was 7 or 8 when I realized, no, this is what I would like to do. And I have to say, now that I have a lot of contacts with young girls, no, on these topics, that I didn't have this pressure from any media or society in order to tell me that this is not right for a woman. Okay, so I was lucky there as well, probably because there was not so many communication or so many information. So my parents always support me. And then I was happy with my decision, you know. So I never had the feeling that it is not a right way for a girl. So then I was never feeling this way. So I was thinking this is the right way. When I was almost starting in the university, so I was finishing the school time, the high school, a lot of topics regarding computer science were coming, okay? So it was much more new. We had the opportunity to study this in the university in Cádiz. And then many people were talking to me that if I like math, I have to study computer science. And then I was a little doubting there, okay? What should I do? But in the very last moment, I decided that if I was very clear, with my path for almost 10 years, so why to change now, okay? And then I decided, okay, I will start with math and somehow have always an open eye on the topics of computer science because it seems to be, computer science because it seems to be a trend, okay? And then for the reason, I have the feeling that I did it somehow how I was feeling all the time, okay?
Very nice. So, and from family background, you seem to have a very good mathematic talent. Did your parents or somebody in family have it also?
Okay, maybe they had. Okay, maybe probably my mother, but it was not a clear. So I mean, she was so a mother. Okay, she was working all the time at home for us. And it is true that that she was all the time making our clothes, okay? And I don't know if you know, but when you try to use at most the stuff in order to do the clothing, okay? How to you cut it, it has a lot of mathematics, okay? So this is a very complex problem.
Optimizing, yeah.
Optimizing in order to do not throw away these pieces, okay?
And that is very good, yeah.
Okay, and not only she, it was also my grandmother. So most probably the talent was already there. Only they didn't have the opportunity to go to the university or even to study, in high school. Okay, because my mother left the school when she was 12 or 13. Okay. Yeah. So probably
I'm very happy that you had more opportunities. Wow. Okay.
Of course, yes. And okay, let me share now with the audience that so my talent could be there because I had the opportunity of having a public education, of course. For the reason I am a very defensor of public education. So this is the only way we have in order to get equity.
Yeah, of course, yeah. And so computer science was kind of a second field that you were interested. Computer science, IT is very big, and SAP is a very niche that a lot of people are not aware of. How did you end up into the SAP niche?
Okay, so in order to finish, so when I was finishing the studies in math, I had the opportunity to take the specialization. And I took something called in Spain, so I mean, in the specialization in Spain was called Statistic and Operations Research, okay? So this was so the most computer scientist topic that was available in math. And then when I finished, I came to Germany in order to do my PhD. My PhD was in the area of optimization, okay? It was also called supply chain management. And then when I started or when I tried to enter into SAP understood my CV, not as a mathematician, but an expert on supply chain management, okay? And I think that this was the relevance, in order for SAP, in order to assign me to the department where they thought that it was fitting. Because when I was applying for this position, it was not a concrete position, okay? I was just sending my CV in order to see where I can fit at SAP. And then they decided to put me in supply chain management in the development support team.
So you started as a software developer?
Yes. So, and also, yeah.
ABAP, yeah.
And as I told you, so in the department of supply chain management, because this was somehow fitting for them. But of course, it had nothing to do with what I did for my PhD. So,
it happens, I guess, if you don't go into research, I guess it's mostly different, right? If you come
but I would say that there was a department in SAP that I knew later, that it was Advanced Optimize, how was it? Advanced Optimize Supply or something like this. I don't remember now. It was in my head, but now not anymore. And this was very, very related to what I did, to be honest. But okay, I realized it later. And then, I didn't change anymore. So I was happy where I was. And then I just continue learning things. I love to learn things. And then I was happy where I was. Yes.
Cool. So yeah, I
And
already had
later,
a guess.
okay, if you like,
Yeah.
I can also continue. So
Yeah.
later I started as a consultant in SAP, and there really I found the way of putting my analysis abilities, okay? So I am doing currently as well, because I love my work, I am doing transformations, SAP transformations, okay? In the time I started, it was called migrations and conversions, okay? And it started at the very beginning when I was not there for the euro conversion. No? So euro conversion was a legal requirement for the customers and also for SAP to provide a solution in order that when the euro was coming to Europe, all the systems had to somehow live with the euro, no, from the 2001. But SAP, what they realized is that it was much easier to convert the systems of our customers in a way that the euro is present there forever. Okay, so we changed the systems or the data in order to have the feeling that the euro was always there. So you never had pesetas or marcos, so nothing, marks. And then, and this was the way. So we managed to change in a weekend, okay, of course, with testing and so on, the systems in order to be prepared for the euro. And from this technology, they realized that this is very interesting for other customers in order to put all the, so to merge data that should be merged, okay, because it has no sense to have it duplicated, or to migrate data, and all this stuff that were coming, that now it is called SAP transformation. And there, it is very interesting to see or to check the data of the customer, to see where are the patterns, okay? Where you can see, so what can you define as criteria in order to select the data? And all these topics, this is math, okay? And for the reason I really love my job, and it's differently every time because each customer has something totally different from the other ones. So this is where the area where I am working in computer.
Okay. So until now, it's still like the intellectual challenge that you search and find in the SAP projects. Okay. So even now, when you are a project manager, you still like that. So you still go such deep, or?
Yes. So I would say I am more the architect. Okay. So I am not just the project manager that is organizing budget and plan or time and so on. Okay. Normally, I do not have all this access to the data. Okay, because I am working as external, either for the end customer or for a company that is providing the service, okay? So in none of the cases, normally I have access to the real budget, for example, okay? I maybe, of course, I have influence on the plan, okay? But from the technical point of view, okay? So for example, who will decide when we will do what? This I cannot, okay? So I mean the big plan, I mean, okay? What I can decide is how to organize the tasks, okay? So, or when it is possible that we can provide something, okay? These kind of things I can influence. But I am much more an architect, okay? I am discussing with the customer. I always say I am the translator between the technology and the vocabulary of the customers, okay? So the business, okay? And there I am also happy on this way, you know, because again, coming back to math, abstraction is one of our capacities, okay? So I can explain you very complex things in a few words or in your words or in your example, okay? And this is very, so very nice for our customers, of course, and also very helpful in order to continue, to be able to continue. And on the other side, I am very technical, and then I am able to talk to the team, to explain the team what exactly the customer needs in their words, in their vocabulary. And for the reason, I think that this is one of my main capacities that I love to do. In project plan or in risk management, all these project. So I am very, very good as well, So percentages, which is the probability that something like this will happen. I don't need a paper, I feel this, okay? And then, of course, I can tell you in advance, very in advance, take care here, we will have an issue. Okay, because I see it.
Yeah, very good that you can combine that, or that you can come back to mathematics. For those who are not so deep into SAP and SAP project management, and you're a freelancer also, can you tell us a good example of a week of you? So what is a typical week? What are you doing during the week, so that all that are not into SAP project management yet or into STEM at all?
Okay, so depending on the project difficulty, complexity, it is either from 6 months until 5 years, okay? And in between, everything is possible. Normally, you have a plan, and it is clear when it will be finishing. And normally, this is not very often delayed, okay? So normally, we are keeping the deadline, or if it is not possible to keep the deadline, we know it in advance, okay? So from the very beginning, we say to the customer, this is impossible. We need, 2 months more, but we are starting in the planning. So for the reason when we fix the time, it's normally the time that the project will take. Then we have like some phases. So the technical test, okay? And also the test in order that the customer can check the quality. Okay, the first one, the technical test, is very relevant for the team, the technical team, but also for the customer to see what we are able to do. Okay, and then later is much more so just repeating, more or less. Okay, of course, correcting, repeating, checking, and like this we have several loops. Okay, so depending on the complexity, we can have 2 loops like this or 3. Okay, it depends. And at the very last time, we are somehow checking the time that we will need in order to reduce the time in the weekend, normally in the weekend, that the productive system is down. Okay, because of course this is money. Okay, the time that and then we also optimize the time we require for the complete process in order to do the magic. Okay. So for this reason, I would say it depends on the week that you see me. Okay. At the very beginning, it's much more internal work, I would say, with the team. Later, it is much more communication with the customer because it's the time that they are seeing what we are able to do. And then they realize, look, we were thinking that we will do it by ourselves, but we see that with your technology, you can do it much faster. No? And then we are changing somehow the scope as well there. And then, of course, in this moment, communication, a lot of communication with customer and technology team. Yes, so many meetings. Okay, documentation is one of the important things that I always try to have it in a proper way. So these are my daily tasks when we are inside the project.
And during the last years, are you into artificial intelligence also? If yes, what are you doing there?
Okay, so as a mathematician again, so artificial intelligence, it is working with probabilities. Okay, so when they are with these LLMs and so, and of course this is my topic. Okay, so I am very involved in all the topics about bias. Okay, so if you are working with statistics, with data, depending on the data. Okay, depending on the algorithm, what is it? No, so if it's just taking the average, of the data that you're having, then of course you think that the reality is what the data is telling to you. Okay, so artificial intelligence is very good in generalizing. Okay, that means that if the data is biased, your generalization will be biased as well. Okay, so, for example, if you are a doctor and you would like to check the data in order to see which is the diagnosis that the artificial intelligence is telling to you, these outliers, so this information of strange sickness, will not be provided by an artificial intelligence tool. Okay, and this we have to be very aware about it. Okay, and like this, if we are telling that women in tech are not so usual, of course, the artificial intelligence will, so for example, if I ask the artificial intelligence to put a picture about me with the knowledge that they already collected about me, most probably I will be a man. Okay? And these are...
That is a pity, yeah. So
that's
why we are doing this, yeah. So more...
for the reason, I am very involved in this area of the artificial intelligence, no? To make awareness about what exactly we are doing. So is this the behavior we would like to have? Because imagine what we are doing with our young people, okay?
Of course, yeah. Yeah, so that's why we are doing this one here. So to improve the percentage of women in tech. Yeah. At the end, yeah. Data is kind of the result of business and all. Yeah. If it's true, then you can find it in the data. Yeah. Yeah, it's a pity. So like in Germany, I guess it's like 17% of women in IT. I guess some countries are better. So the Nordics are better. They're about 30%. I don't know.
Yes, but it's not enough in any case,
No.
you know. And if you see the studies, so okay, coming back to the artificial intelligence, so finishing a little, is that it is not that everything is data. Of course, it depends on the algorithm. Okay, we can somehow control the algorithm in order that we can work with biased data. Okay, the problem is whether we would like to do it or we would like to come into the oldest ideas of what a woman should be doing, you know what I mean? And this is the real ethical problem that we are having now, okay? So we are using the latest technology in order to impose the oldest stereotypes, okay? And this is very dangerous, okay? So what I would like to say is that, but with math, you can improve it, okay? Even if you don't have the data. And so you can control the data in order that it is working in a proper way. Coming back to the percentages in Europe or in the world about women in STEM, we are focusing a lot on these new young people coming into the studies, okay? And it's very nice and it's very important, and I do it as well, okay? We have a lot of initiatives in order to motivate young girls in order to study STEM. But I have also another topic, and there are a lot of studies saying how many women are leaving their jobs in STEM because of the situation, because of the relationship in the culture in the companies, okay? And this we have a very big topic, because if this is visible for our young girls, I tell you it will be even worse. The number of girls studying STEM, okay? And if we allow this bad culture against women, no, in our companies, then we will never have good reference for our young girls. We will never have positions of leading positions in order to take decisions, for example, about artificial intelligence. Okay, and we have an issue, a very big issue. And don't think that women are leaving their companies because they are mothers or things like this. They are leaving the company because they see the pay gap. They see that there is no recognition of the job. They see that their voices are not so loud enough, okay? Because they are not so many. They feel isolated, okay? And this is the reason why I started with this FemPowerXChange, okay? So in order to provide community a safe space where we can talk about everything that is happening to us. Of course, not always we can change the culture in the company where we are. Sometimes you have to do what I did, not to be a freelance, okay? But it is important that we see that our choice will be relevant for the change in the world, okay, for the transformation. And this will not happen alone. This will happen.
I'm glad that you are so involved in that area. Very cool. So that would be one of your learnings that you want to change if you're looking back on your career so far. So
but
is that the reason that you're doing?
You need time in order to realize it. So I cannot tell you, of course, I mean, if I would have the knowledge I have now, the experience I have now, of course, I am much better with 20, you know. But this is not reality, you know. Reality is that when you are 20, you have the experience and the knowledge of 20, you know. And for the reason, I don't like to look back, you know, and think, what could I have done better? I like to see, okay, what can I do better now, okay? Because now we have the influence for the future, okay? And now is the time to take decisions, okay? Not what we did in the past, or if we are in the past, then we are not moving forward. So this is important to be present, okay?
Yeah. And what would you change now?
So what I try is that we all think, I mean, when I am talking to people, so now your audience, to you, or in a small group, is that all of us are feeling something that I am totally convinced, that things can be transformed when we want, okay? So it is our choice to decide. What are you going to do in order to transform? What you don't like and you can change, okay? So, and I think that we are having, so you have to see how it is our generation. So we just got democracy, okay? We just got public education. And it seems that it is there every time, It's always there, no? But it is not true. It is a change. It was a transformation of the people that were before us, okay? This is not something that is coming from the sky, okay? So it is something that is being done by people every day, okay? So, of course, these things are not perfect, no? Public education, you can complain a lot. So democracy, you can complain a lot. But our task is to take what can we change in order that we improve it, okay? And I am convinced that all of us are subjects here, okay? So we can be actively working here. We should be, okay, working actively here because it's our responsibility. And all of us have something to say.
Very good that you came to these insights and that you are so active. So I guess you've already mentioned it. So you see yourself as a very active woman in tech, woman in SAP. What does it mean for you? And of course, you can come back to all your initiatives. Now's the time to look a little deeper on all your initiatives.
Okay, so for me, it is a responsibility. Okay, so this is the feeling I have. Probably because I am already old, no? So I know I will not have infinity time, okay? When you are young, you are thinking that you will never die, okay? But it's not the reality. And I would like to change every day my environment, okay? My environment is not only at home, so it is everywhere where I am, okay? I would like that when people meet me, have the feeling they are better, okay, after meeting me. And this is my main topic every day. So when I am putting a post in our FemPowerXChange, public page that is followed also by men, okay, and it's important because we need you, in order to change everything, to transform it. So I am I am trying to do the change every day, okay, with each post that I put there in FemPowerXChange. I also created a private group only for women in LinkedIn. In FemPowerXChange, where we can discuss our topics, okay? Of course, I cannot move that the others are explaining to me what is happening to them, but I try to create a safe space where everybody can say what they are feeling and everybody can provide feedback to the others how they can go further. We are starting now the FemPowerXChange program, okay? That it is a program where it's a kind of mentorship program, but I don't like the word mentor because of this masculinity topic. I don't know if you know the history, but mentor was the best friend of Odysseus, and somehow he's a man, And then somehow as women, so I have the feeling, and I already realized it in a lot of women, that they are thinking that they are not good mentors, So you cannot provide any information to the others, even if you have a lot of experience, no? So for the reason I don't like the word mentor, but it's a program.
Do you have a better word?
So we call them pairs, okay?
Okay.
So what I try to do with the program is that we are starting with 20 women normally. We have the possibility to know ourselves in a meeting called speed dating. And there you can explain your backgrounds, okay? And also your interest of going further. And I give the opportunity to the 20 women to select with whom they would like to be in this pair group, okay? Then when they select, so they do the selection, I use my math, okay, in order to try to put all the preferences, okay, into account, in order to build.
Do you have an AI for that?
No, because this
Not yet.
was a long time ago when I started. So I have a program created by my husband. Okay, he's a computer scientist, and then he created it for me. So, and I think that it has everything that we need. Okay, maybe we can try also with artificial intelligence, but I think that we put a lot of knowledge there, you know. And this is the good part of an algorithm, no? To do it in the way you need it, okay? And we are putting a lot of information from the experience we had in the past in order that the groups are built in the good way. So, for example, we don't put all powerful women together, okay? Because then you have a very good group, okay? And what about the others? So these powerful women should be somehow distributed in the other groups. You know what I mean? And this kind of thing, we are penalizing, no, the preferences, okay, in order that the build is done in a good way. Even these three women that are so powerful, most probably they will not learn from each other. You know, it will be much interesting for them to be with other women to whom they can provide a lot of information, but also they are learning, no, how others are feeling. And this is also very important, okay? So for that reason, our algorithm had already a lot of knowledge there that not an AI will have the first day at least, okay?
Yeah, of course, if you teach, you learn also.
Of course.
If you have to think about how your student can understand
and I think you learn a lot when you listen, okay? There is the point. So you can understand how others are feeling, even if it is not your feeling, okay, when you listen to them. And this is something that powerful women, no, can also learn there from the others that at the beginning you think, they will not teach me anything, but yes, they will.
Yeah,
okay.
Very good. So there's a concept of reverse mentoring, maybe you've heard of
everything.
So
yes.
like experienced managers have Gen Z pairs and learn
yes,
from
but I don't like labels, you know. So because we think, okay, young people can only explain to us technology, you know, these labels. I don't like labels. You never know which experience has a young person, okay? Even an old person can be very old but not experienced at all, you know. So for the reason I don't like, no. So for the reason we have pairs, okay, and there you can find whatever, you know. And this is working very well. Our pairs are formed by 3 women, okay, and this is also a number, no, a very magic number, for which, so for example, you don't have any hierarchy, you don't have any possibility to say you are a mentor and you are the mentee, you know. So we are 3, okay, and we are a group. And on the other side, we also have like a learning path, okay? And the learning path is based on topics that are not defined in advance, okay? I don't know the topics of the program that we are now starting, okay? And I don't know the topics because I don't know the participants. And when the participants are there, of course, I will not know them in the moment that they are saying to me, which is their name. I am knowing them, or I am knowing their interests, their main topics, when they tell me, okay? And this is the first thing I will ask them in order to organize and to plan the program of this year, okay?
And in general, is it like subject-driven, so like STEM content, or like communication, leadership, or so?
This is the magic. Okay. You never know. Okay. So
that's very cool.
Yes. Yeah. What we did in the past, I can tell you, and you can see how important is to listen again. Okay. So the first time I did it, it was inside PMI, so Project Management Institute in Germany, but we had women from everywhere and also located everywhere. So the program was done in English because this was the common language. And the topics were much more focused on project management. So conflict management, leadership, okay? And also women in male-dominated companies, okay, or areas. The second time we did it, so this program had a little resonance inside PMI, and then we did it together with UK, okay, PMI UK. And there, the topics were work-life balance. So it was very interesting because you could see that the difference in the participants were that in the first one, a lot of very experienced project leaders were there, and they were focusing on being better, okay? The second time, we had a lot of young women that were project leaders, but also they were just a mother now, okay? So, I mean, they had small babies. And of course, this was their main topic, work-life balance. So how to continue after being a mother, okay? And then you see, you never know in advance which are the topics. Okay, I can imagine. So, for example, something that is always there is things like self-confidence, of course. Okay, imposter syndrome, no, is also a topic. No?
Yeah.
So this
so
area.
in all of my episodes, that is plays a role, unfortunately.
Yes.
So your FemPowerXChange is a very interesting initiative. But you are involved into more. Do you want to say more about the other initiative?
I tell you, I know I will die, so then I have to use the time, you know. So,
but not soon, right? So you.
My husband, but my husband said to me that I am living every day like I would die tomorrow, no? And I like really much this way of living, okay? So I am trying to use my day as much as possible, just in case, no? I never know. And yes, I am doing a lot of things for young people. So I am in initiatives like Cyber Mentor in Germany, no, where I am a mentor of young women or girls that have a little feeling about STEM or not, you never know. I am also in STEM Talent Girl in Spain. That is a very nice initiative. So I have to say that it is much better than the Cyber Mentor one because they are also keeping a lot the mental health of the mentors and the mentees, okay? So we have a lot of meetings with a coach, with an expert, okay? In order to support us to be better mentors, okay? Also to have enough time, no, for our mentees. And also for the mentees, no? So they are also seeing this other part that is so relevant, you know, how you are feeling, no? Not only how you are providing knowledge, you know what I mean? And also for the girls, no? It's very relevant because, you know, they have a lot of things to do. And so they are studying. They are even in the university because STEM Talent Girls is even until the university, no? It's starting from 14 or 12 to 20 something, okay? And then, of course, they have a lot of things to do. And then they have to find time for this program that they see is very important. But of course, we cannot forget that they are doing a lot of parallel things, no? And then for the reason I really like very much this concept in STEM Talent Girl, no? It is 360 degrees concept, you know? And it's very interesting, so I really like it. Then I am also in something called Inspiring Girls, that what they are trying is to put women as a referent, not only for the girls, but also for the boys, okay? And this is also very important, no? Because we are creating the next generation, and our boys in the school have to feel that a woman can also do a job of an engineer, no? Of a mathematician, no? And so it's important for them to see that every time that they are talking about topics, a woman is coming to explain it to them, you know? And then it's make it a difference, you know? And then this I really like as well. I am also a mentor in Project Management Institute. So this year I was a mentor in Poland, and I really had a very good relationship to my mentee. So it was really nice. And you are growing all the time. Maybe you can think, I don't have time for this. I have a lot of things to do. But this hour that you are investing, you are winning so much. You are taking so much from the experience. So it's not from the other person, of course. So I mean from the experience, no? So you are not taking away, no? It is not so it is a win-win, you know? And then it's really nice. So I really like to do all these things.
Yeah, really nice. So applause for you. So I guess your husband is right. You are living like 3 lives at the same time. I guess most people don't have such an agenda like you have.
And I am also a mother, no? So I have 2 young girls, but they are doing great. I mean, they only need me.
Are they in STEM?
Okay, the oldest one would like to be a doctor, okay? And I try to improve her knowledge, on STEM topics, because I think it will be very relevant for her. And okay, she has math as Leistungskurs, in the school in Spain.
Of course.
So she's having math. So then you see, she has math, chemistry, and Latin. Okay, so these are her big, points. So then you see, she's a STEM girl. Okay, even if she will be a doctor, that M is not for medicine, but I think it's very related to.
Course, yeah.
And the small one is a STEM. This is for sure. It's a STEM, a feminist. So I mean, these are.
She has a good idol, I guess.
Good. I think she had a lot from her. I have to say, because she was very, very young. She was 1 or 2, and she was already realizing, why are not women here? So she was really open-eyed, there. And yes, and she is also in STEM. So she had a very good ingredients, in order to have something. So let us see what she will be. But she is in initiatives like, for example, TUMO. I don't know if you know it, in Mannheim. There is a center where they try to put a lot of STEM to the young people, and it's really, really working very well. So,
yeah, nice. We will put all these in the show notes. Yeah.
Yes, we can. Yes.
Cool. Very nice. So you're impressive.
I am normal, okay? And you all?
No. You're over average.
Yes.
So like I said, so I could combine some of the other guests, but you're doing more. Very nice. Very good. So do you have some last words, some last advices for girls, young people, or women who want to change maybe their profession? So all that are interested to go into tech, AI, IT, SAP.
So, okay, my topic is all the time transforming, okay? So believe in yourself, fight for it, okay? And I think that you can do it when the objective is clear, okay? When you know where you would like to go. I really love Ikigai. I don't know if you know it. It is a word from Japan, and it is translated as the sense of our life, okay? And it has some pillars, and it is that you have to look for the things that you really are passionate about, the things that you are good at, okay? Things that will give you the possibility to survive, I mean, in the economical point of view, okay? Things that are helping others, okay? And I also added another pillar, that it is things that are in common with your principles, okay? Because I think that is so important. And if you find, or if you go in this direction, you will never fail, okay? And this is what I found, that I am following my Ikigai, and for the reason I am able to continue. And this is the only thing I would say, to the young people, and to, the same. So at which age, it's important to find your Ikigai.
Yeah. Very, very nice last words. And we see it in your glow. You're always smiling, so you're behind all these initiatives. So I guess thank you from all the women in techs or coming women in techs for your initiatives. And thank you for being my guest. See you soon.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you. It's important what you are doing, okay? It's very important. We need all of you.
Thank you.